Good evening or good day, depending on what time you are watching this video. Zillow just produced an article that stated mortgage rates could go as high as 8% in June and even higher in September and put the whole housing market into a big tailspin. Let's see what the article states and let's get after it right now. And welcome to the Living in Utah channel. I'm Mike Gallagher. I'm a local real estate agent. And if you want to learn everything about the state of Utah, you've come to the right channel. You may consider tapping that subscribe button down below and hitting that bell notification. And YouTube will send you an alert every time I release a new video. And that's every week. And apart from making videos, I also help people buy or sell real estate in the local area. So if I could be of any assistance, I'll put my contact information on the screen. It'll also be down in the show notes. So this all starts back in Washington, D.C. with the lawmakers. The budget for the government has to be renegotiated very soon, and the Democrats want to raise the debt ceiling, spend more money, but the Republicans are coming along and saying, hold on a minute, we want spending cuts. We do not want to spend so much money. So the two main individuals in negotiations will be Mr. Biden and Mr. McCarthy. They've had talks. They cannot come to any kind of agreement. Now, there's probably many other Republicans and Democrats that are also in on these meetings. I'm almost certain of it. And I see both sides. The Republicans are trying to make the Democrats look bad with an upcoming election next year, so that if mortgage rates go up, car loan rates go up, unemployment goes up, the financial market crashes, the Republicans can blame the Democrats during the election time. Now the Democrats, they really don't want to make any spending cuts. After all, what program or how would you like to make those cuts? Also during the election next year, people will remember that certain programs got cut, or they had to pay more taxes, one way or the other. So if no agreement can be reached, what will happen to the housing market? And that's a topic that really intrigues me. It affects me. It affects many individuals in the United States. Well, Zillow's top economist, Mr. Jeff Tucker, he feels that the mortgage rate could go up to 8% if the U.S. defaults on its debt. And that could happen as early as June the 1st, 15 days away. He also predicts that it could go to 8.4% by September. And with a little bit of simple math, that would increase a payment by about 20%. And right now, Americans are strapped. We've had high inflation. We've got high credit card payments. We've got high car loans. Everything is just gone through the roof. Can Americans afford another 20% on top of the fact that we've had large increases on mortgage payments over the last year? It wasn't too long ago we were at 3% loans, so people now are in the 6% range. Their payments have gone up over the last year. So if this happens, the 8% plus mortgages, I personally feel that the housing market will significantly cool off. It'll turn around the other direction possibly. I did some rough math. Let's say, for instance, you borrow $600,000 at 6% versus borrowing $600,000 at 8%. And let's say you put down 20%. I know it's kind of a high number. Most people can't afford to put down 20%, but let's just use that in the numbers. At a 6% mortgage rate, your payment would roughly be $2,878. Now that's without taxes, insurance, PMI, anything else on top of it, just the mortgage loan. Now, borrow at 8%, your payment jumps all the way up to $3,522. That's a $644 difference. Ouch. That really hurts the American people. So with those numbers, those awful numbers, I think it would take a lot of buyers out of the market, and we've already had buyers that were priced out of the market from last year. So we'd have even more buyers that are on the sidelines. So the housing market would probably cool down. Zillow also estimates that if we do hit that 8% mark, home sales would drop approximately 23%. I have to agree with them. So we would go from roughly 4.3 million units that we had back in April to roughly about 3.3 million units, say this September. And lately, the housing market has seen an uptick in purchases. Home sales seem to be on the rise a little bit. There's a lot of buzz in the market. But if the government defaults on its debt, not only will the housing market suffer, let's take a look at some other items. Car sales, jobs, credit cards, and the financial markets. Ooh, that would not look good. Now, hopefully, the Republicans and the Democrats can get a deal done. Let's get a deal done, guys. Let's move on. It's bad enough we've got high inflation and high gas prices. Let's get a deal done, move along, but who knows? When it comes to Washington politics, anything can happen. If you have any kind of questions, by all means, reach out to me. Glad to answer anything that I can. Till the next video, take care. Stay safe.